All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the third and hopefully final episode of Year Walk, where we are doing the secret ending. After the credits play, you find out that you can change your fate, and as we thought, kill your wife, or your at least the woman you love, and maybe not have to do that. So
Yes.
here goes. I'm
we're
a little
gonna
bit
find out.
afraid. So the secret was north of the mill, south of the brook.
brook.
So I think I'm gonna do it in that order and go north of the mill and south of the brook. And I'm pretty sure just passed up where I'm supposed to go. It's it.
We also have the map,
That's right.
the handy dandy map.
Okay, so.
Oh, things
I
are.
have to go.
Oh,
Okay,
I guess
there we
things were grayed out at the
go. Beginning.
at the
'Cause we haven't
beginning
explored
because we're
it.
technically like year walking again because
Right.
it took us back to the beginning of the game.
How do you know you're not next year walking?
No,
This
the
is-
game restarts. The game
Oh.
completely restarts when
Yeah.
after you complete it.
So there's the mill.
I need to go north of it. She's here.
Yeah, it's just restarted.
There you are. I've been waiting for you all day. You should not go outside without a hat on a cold day like this. You will freeze your ears off. We've had this talk already.
Yeah.
I'm quite fond of the person those ears belong to. Did you see anyone coming here? Did anyone see you coming here? Now you're being silly. You know that I'm not ashamed of you. It's not that I like you very much, but you and I come from different worlds. He is waiting for my answer. I said I'd give it to him next year. And this is the last day of this year.
Oh, she's sad.
Now you're being unfair. This isn't any easier for me. I don't like when you're like this. Calm down. So the character that we're playing as is very angry.
I didn't
You're
even-
walking. I hope you are joking. You do remember what happened to my cousin, don't you? Promise me you won't do anything foolish. We're not supposed to know what happens in the future. But we do.
We do. We have to.
You should hurry home
change
to your
it.
cottage and get some rest.
We gotta change things.
How do I go?
Look at the map again. See if there's like something. Oh,
Oh my God.
Okay,
The
the
OALM 68 and south of the
68.
brook. Do I have to? Oh, here we go. 1894.
Okay. The OALM 68
19
and 1894.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what we should do with it. Let me take a look at
The-
the encyclopedia.
The journal.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. It's a password. It's a username and password. Okay. So the OA
The OALM 68.
68.
Wait, is this like an e-journal or something?
Sort of. We
It's,
didn't.
oh, even look here. It says north of the mill, south of the brook on the side of it.
Wow. We could have done this beforehand. Okay, so
But was
18,
that? I don't think that
I don't
was
think
there
it was there
before.
Connecting YW Journal Viewer. Theodore Almsten. That's the creator of the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Theodore's post. August 4th. Hello, new system. Testing photo upload. It works.
Yay.
Should probably write here more often. August 17th. Read every book on Swedish folklore. There is surprised how little it has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. Talk to ES. He suggested some field work might be good, but I feel that I might be 30 years too late. Been talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited to say the least. Barely any one of them knew what it was, and if they did, they had heard stories as children but forgotten the details, thinking ES sent me on a wild goose chase. Interviews at the retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing, if very brief. Talked to one, Astrid Jansen. She was over 100 years old, clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Vedtorp, and I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. More interviews, nothing worth mentioning. Professor Asp called today. He hinted that the faculty wanted to take part in my research. Can't quite read what it says. Daniel Svensson. Oh, look, he found it. Okay, so followed up my visit to the retirement home. In the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Vedtorp with the surname Svensson, according to the church book. Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was named Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 1942. The other, Daniel Svensson, died in 1895. Since Astrid said that her great uncle died before she was born, Daniel is the one that supposedly year walked, a miller apprentice. Going to the library to check out our old newspapers tomorrow. Oh,
Yeah,
by the way, I'm a
libraries.
little bit late on this, but I should probably introduce. We have a guest here today
Oh, yes.
who is who will hopefully take the game more seriously and maybe not freak out as much as our other guests the first time. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Tom Lee, gamertag Unchallenged.
Oh, that's new.
It's a new one every week.
Really? Because you don't have an actual gamer tag.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay. All right. Next post.
All right.
September 4th. Looking for reference of Daniel Svensson in old newspapers. I'm grasping at straws. September 5th. Another day at the library. Nothing of interest. Bored. I'm about to give up. Excited! The newspapers finally mentioned a Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman in Ventorp.
It's our guy.
Dude, it's us.
And then we can't read Swedish.
We're Daniel Svensson, but look, it's right here. There's his
Stina
name.
Nielsen.
There's his name right there.
Probably the girl.
Probably.
Oh, wait.
Information is scarce. Her name was Stina Nilsson, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hope I can find any reference to his supposed year walk, which is us.
Yeah.
The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently, Stina was going to marry a Lucas Tapper. Is his name here? Oh, look, the word God is here. God hand.
Oh.
I didn't even see it. Like, it just kind of popped up in my face.
I wonder if in
Like, all of this is
Swedish that actually
means something.
means something.
Temperament. Those are the only English words I can recognize here. Okay. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there's a great tragedy behind all this. The press seemed to have lost interest in the case after a while. Found nothing today. Maybe ES can tell me something. September 13th. Who wants to bet that was a Friday? Oh, look, 9/11. September 15th. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Vedtorp during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar runestone that seemed to predate the Viking Age. ES claimed that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking. He could not tell how. Want to check it out. Went
Which
to
is
the
the
library
stone
again.
we found in the game.
And we used to year walk the first time.
Yeah.
Went to the library, in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed I had. Found another article. Feeling upset and a bit sad. Borrowed the article, just in case.
I can't remember, what did the stone actually do? Because it was after we got the key,
Yeah.
we used it. And I can't remember.
Oh, it gave us we hallucinated and it gave us the numbers.
directions
It gave us
to
left,
walk
right.
around the
Yeah, it
church,
was left,
yeah.
right, left, right.
Yeah.
Right, left, right. Something like that. Actually, that might
I
actually
have it
be
written down on the paper.
Left, right, left, right.
Left,
to-
right, left, right, right, left, right.
Yeah, okay. Feeling upset and a little bit sad, borrowed the article just in case. Perhaps there is more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedtorp. Arrived in Vedtorp. It is a small place. One street cuts through the village. It's a rather depressing place. To be fair, the weather would not do any place justice.
And that is not a nice looking hotel.
No, also a hotel spelled with 2 L's. Look at that.
Could be Swedish.
Probably. The hotel is empty besides me and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the noisy side. Must ask chef for the veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Have a feeling that I will find something major. September 27th. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need. Tomorrow, reading and lots of it. I knew it. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve, 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden among these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing the file from the archive. They gave me little choice since they are closed during the weekend. Could not sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. There are certain elements that are new to me. Must write them down in detail later. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin, Sol Sorten, is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask around about it. Hope it still exists. Drove around for... Oh, look, the box!
Box.
Did we ever use the box?
We haven't used the
We
box.
haven't used the box. Drove around for hours in the forest today. These are woods that to get lost in. Asked for directions from every hotel. Most people never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there till the 60s. From then, it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house until the mid-80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby. The brook horse. And after that, they never returned. Nobody has lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay it a visit. He did not think there could be anyone that would mind. The cabin is situated deep into the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought, could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. I guess it might have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything, but I can't imagine there would be anything of significance in there. Wrong. On my way back to the forest, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be in more or less mint condition, could not resist taking it. Nice. Tonight I need whiskey, and lots of it. October 1st. Went to Vedtorp Church today. It's a small white stone church built in the 12th century. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. He showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stina's grave. Seemed appropriate. The only unlikely somber epitaph read, in memory of our loving daughter, Stina Nilsson, 1877 to 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand. Oh gosh.
That's such a horrible
Depressing.
thing. Oh.
Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest, there probably never was. The gravestones E.S. told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the county archive. Had trouble concentrating. Tried to locate a photograph of Daniel Svensson, but no luck. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the original archive back in 1976. Apparently, there was another murder in Vedtorp in the early 1890s. Alina Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in the creek. She was an angel maker. That's the
the babies, the
what is it
Mylingen, is that what they're called?
the Holdra.
Or no.
Oh, the babies.
The babies.
No, I'm thinking she's the Holdra.
No, or they talked about she's the woman that we saw whenever we would grab a baby and a woman would like flash on the screen.
Yeah. Who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers paid what little they owed, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files from that trial have been lost. Outrageous! Think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church.
Life in 19th
Strange
century
day.
Sweden sounds
The
rough.
runestone E.S. talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. Searched for the stone a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. The stone is old. Might predict Christianity. But I failed to see how it is connected to your walking. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church. Not remarkable, but there is something about it. Felt that the church and the stone are connected somehow. He's right.
Yeah.
October 4th. Found the box when I unpacked. Had almost forgotten about it. It seems to have a lock-like construction. But I have yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbols suggests it's opened by entering a password. It must be old. Maybe E.S. knows something about it. October 5th. Decided not to tell E.S. about the box. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. October 7th. Busy week. Classes and meetings. This faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams ever since I came back from Vedtorp. Let's party, Theo. Odd dreams. Call ASP. Call Ebb. Prepare lecture. Swedish. Wait, was there anything at the bottom of the page? No, okay. October 8th. Dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. I want to write
Okay.
this down. There's also an 8 OKT over here. Try to copy those down, just in case.
All right. Okay, too.
I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and have been feeling rather queasy ever since. October 10th. Read an account of a year walk by a man called Romedal, something like that. In an old book I came over in a used bookshop. Romedal's story is a little more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. Daniel sticks out. It haunts me. October 11th. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. October 12th. Another strange dream. Was doing my homework. Was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil. And when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. The lamp burned out and everything went back. Woke up in sweat. Dream 12 OKT. Hostin, something like that.
All right. Writing down everything.
Just in case. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, that's the date.
Oh, and it was the
12th
date there,
October.
8 October, so we probably don't need those.
Yeah, 8. That's the date. He's writing on the dates.
Yeah.
The OKT threw me off, but that's just shortened for October. Like
Yeah.
Maybe
we
it's
do OCT.
Swedish for October?
Yeah, Swedish
Yeah.
for October, probably.
All right. I don't know what the Hostin means, though.
It might be hasten, like move faster.
Maybe. October 16th. Must remember to buy groceries. Thanks.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
Hasten is horse in
Ooh,
Swedish.
fiddled
Oh,
with the
yeah.
box. What happened?
Maybe Hasten is
Hasten
horse
is
in
horse?
Swedish.
Maybe. Fiddled with the box. I have no clue how to open it. Frustrating. What jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are, and they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, greedy students. And don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. The thought of what is inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but I found nothing that resembles it at all. Having more strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. And is year walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by the lack of light and food? ES believes so. Not so sure. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vedtorp. Mrs. Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and had broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her that I did not mean to be naughty, she withered into dust. Found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed at me. Woke up. Found myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean and how is it connected to year walking? What did people do in those woods? Should we get these down?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, wait. The combo. No?
But it doesn't look like
It
the
doesn't look like
symbols on the
symbols on it.
box.
All right. Do not feel like sleeping tonight, drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. Got an email reminder to deliver the text for the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. Waiting. Don't know for what. Have a feeling that something's on its way. Let's see how many there are.
I think we're...
No, we have a lot, Taylor. Holy cow. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna skim. We're gonna skim. So we're at
Alright.
29th.
I'm guessing this man year walked because it ends at January 1st.
First, I'm assuming so
Oh.
too.
That's like one of the symbols on the box.
It is. Got over 1,000 of these last night. These emails seem to have stopped when my inbox was full. Don't know what it could mean. Maybe it was a prank of my students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think it will end here.
He does not like his students.
Is it some kind of threat? Called the priest, told him my plight. Strange effect on people, but it
He
rarely
doesn't-
lasted.
Yeah.
Woke up last night, heard baby screams in the floorboards. Panicked. Managed to pry up some of the floorboards. The screaming stopped.
I think he's losing
The
his
Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brook Horse, and the Church Grim. There might be others, cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind. The Watchers, because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? Year walk equals system error.
What?
Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye, and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? How can you bend time and space?
Oh, wow.
Well, if it's
He's
written
going
on a
crazy.
paper, can't you just bend the paper?
Okay, Tom.
No.
Okay. The Watchers are more than they appear, unless they are real, and yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and chair exist. How do I know these things? Another square now.
Square.
Watchers or antibodies? Oh, the
Oh.
comparison. Horse is the knee. My that's the baby's. The one is the other knee. The raven
Creepy.
is the
His
hands.
eye is the universe.
Time and space are the left and right. The shoulders maybe.
Maybe.
Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. Held another lecture. This is the last one for a long time, it seems. It's been decided that I need a break, but it matters not. I have more important things to do. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes, it's the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I have received, but the box remains shut. There must be more coming. Okay,
Let's
we're just gonna
pause.
pause. Do I need to like pause the recording?
Yeah, just pause the recording.
All right. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes. It's the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I have received, but the box remains shut. There must be more coming.
We got there before him.
What do you mean?
We figured out that these are
Oh.
the box symbols.
No. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Could not hear anyone. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. It kept ringing. Cut the cord.
Oh.
See, if this was a scary movie, it would have kept ringing after that.
Yes.
Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. Wish I had not cut the cord to my phone. Need to hear a human voice. Don't dare to go out. At first I didn't notice. I didn't even notice. One of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here. Or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? Boarded up the balcony and all the windows. Nothing can come in now, I hope. Shouldn't be possible, but somebody who is here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. Old, but sharp. I realized that the knife was his. We are connected. The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is important, but is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be opened or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Why does the universe or God or someone not shut the gate? If we are not meant to do it, why let us? I can hear the heart of the universe beat. What is happening? I feel like a worm under a big boot. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. She sings and I shall follow. She's trying to fool me, that I know, but I must get closer to her because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all.
Hold her in the key.
I didn't steal the box because it begged to take it with me. Begged me to take it with me. Daniel survived all the Watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all. But yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? I must help him. It's the right thing to do. There's a bond between us. Might have figured it out. 5 Watchers, 5 symbols, which means there's one more coming. So tired. Can't seem to hold my thought for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. End of nature that got Daniel. Must free myself all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness, or is it strength? And the poor girl. It just seems unfair. Is there anything that I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven. Just in case. A little bit crazy. Feeling absolute terror at the possibility that there is no purpose, no rhyme, no reason to any of it. Why me? The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price, but what do I care if I can rise above it all? Saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful, even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything. Don't care anymore. It's finally here. The last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo. Tested them in all different kinds of combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I'm asleep. I will open that box tomorrow. Of course, so simple. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the grim, in the order they were delivered to me. But why was it empty? Because we're gonna go take whatever was in there out! Taylor!
Ah!
I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here. But it could not have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box was empty, it means it must be filled? I still do not understand who sent the symbols. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the Watchers. But why? Are they toying with us? Helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him at the very thought of year-walking. But I think the girl can be saved. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of it started. If my mind is set on this, does it mean that I am doomed too? The rift is open. It wants me to go through. That was on Christmas. I packed my things. I wonder if I will come back. The windmill. His house. Soul Sorton. It's cold here. Wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. It's midnight.
And that's it.
Go, go, go.
Time to get this box.
Oh god, that absolute silence was terrifying.
Where are you, box?
It's over here.
All right. Okay. So first we have an upside down triangle. And then we have a half circle like that. The box. Triangle. And then an upside down half circle.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's opening.
By itself. It's opening by itself, Taylor.
Or maybe the hands are off screen.
Vedtorp murderer executed. Kristianstad, January 21st. Yesterday morning, Vedtorp killer Daniel Svensson was executed at Kristianstad prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of young Stina Nilsson last year. The death sentence has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmer Lundbeck, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and his visions of terrible creatures, something not uncommon among schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This is his fourth execution. Last year, he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rasmussen, who was charged with the murder of her four infants in Vedtorp, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has been improved greatly since. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightly shaking hands so common among the criminal type, you could not tell Daniel from any other young man. He sobbed loudly when he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Granith, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself. Then none of this would have happened. You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born. Yet we have a connection beyond life and death, space and time. The impossible..." Wait, look at the symbols.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2012.
All those notes.
It's a date. It says 94 to 2012. Right? Something like that? Is that what it says backwards? Or 2011? It's 2010.
2012/13.
2010.
That's a 0. That's 10.
2010.
20/10-13. The impossible made by year walking. 1894. Oh, it's 1894 to 2010. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've... Oh, the 13. It's the... Between 12 and 1. The 12th month and the first month.
Oh.
That space in between. The Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge and they want their sacrifice. I wish there could be another way. I'm sorry, but for her, there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do. He has to kill myself.
Oh, man.
He has to kill himself. And the sword, Daniel Svensson. At the end, it's the end.
So the game ends with an ontological paradox? If he kills himself, there's no reason for this to happen. So he doesn't kill himself. But then this happens.
So, is the fact, because he calls Daniel a sacrifice, and the fact that he actually was able to pass through the rift is the reason? Is that the reason he has such a terrible fate? Because he's a sacrifice?
It was the bait.
Or is it...
I guess they knew what he was going through, and it was bait so he could see what would happen in his future.
and then make that happen?
Because if he went through, they would not only get one sacrifice, but
2 sacrifices.
2.
It's a bleak view of the world where the masters of time and space, the Watchers, want to manipulate people in a way
us
that they'll kill each other
as
for
the
some
funeral
perverse
procession,
pleasure.
as the funeral procession organs play.
Yeah. And now it finally is the end, because we didn't get the end the first time.
Is it?
Is it? Oh, is it fading? No.
No fading? No?
Oh, it's fading
Oh,
out.
oh. Walk again.
No.
I think we're done.
I think we're done. Thanks for watching. Earwalk.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.